Might help if I went to the right door. It's in the hole. Pedaling with Palm Beach's Paul in Paradise, a new video series. Good morning. Welcome to Marathon, Florida. So we drove in last night from Boynton Beach. We decided to take a little family vacation with my son and his girlfriend. And we wanted to spend a weekend down in the Florida Keys. And so we're at the FARRAH BLANCO Courtyard Marriott Hotel just for the day. And then we're heading up to Islamorada. So this is our first time staying here at this resort. I've been to Marathon many times over my life of living here in Florida, but first time staying at this resort, and it's really nice. We got a nice little room, and they actually gave us a upgrade to a suite, so we had the water right behind us, and they have boat docks if you want to bring your boat. And then they have all these cool little areas like this out here. We can come out and sit in these chairs, and last night they had some fires going. So you got this right here, you got the firewood and put in there, and then, hey, Mr. Iguana. There's the water right there. That is the Gulf of Mexico, or Gulf of America, as it says now on the map. And then you can see you got some marinas around here. And so what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna make a little video showing you guys where Floridians vacation, or at least where this Floridian vacations, because we love the Keys. It's a fun place. We already got up and saw a beautiful sunrise, although we had to hunt it down because the first beach we went to looked due south. It didn't look east, so we couldn't see the sun. So we left and went to another beach called Coco Plum. And then we got there and we could kind of see the beach coming up. It was cool. We saw some sea turtle tracks, little baby sea turtles. Saw hermit crab, which is kind of cool, a little tiny guy, and some birds. It was really pretty. So, and the plan is we're here for the morning. The kids are still sleeping. And then we're gonna head back up, going up north to Islamorada, and we're going to be staying at a really nice hotel up there called the Islander Resort. And we're going to do a lot of fun stuff today. We're going to go check out a place called Robbie's, which is a lot of fun, and we're going to do a little fishing. We're going to do some kayaking at the resort, and then hopefully catch a beautiful sunset at the Lorelei Hotel. So it's going to be a fun packed day, and we're just going to kind of show you guys ways that you can vacation when you're getting out of Palm Beach County and you want to come down and vacation somewhere in the Keys. I mean, really guys, it is like being in an island somewhere. Even though you're still in the continental United States, you feel like you're thousands of miles away. So I love the Keys. It's one of my favorite places. So let's get out and explore the Keys today. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get away from McDonald's. I had a chicken sandwich last night. So we tried doing a little fishing on the bridge, but the tide was coming in and it was pretty strong and we weren't really having any luck. So we're gonna try fishing a little bit later, but I'm standing in front of the world famous Robbie's buoy right here, and we're gonna go check out Robbie's. This is a really cool spot to visit down here. And well, let me just show you why it's a really cool place. Robbie's is a famous marina down here in the Florida Keys, and a great tourist attraction. And one of the reasons it's really cool is because of these fish right here. So these are tarpon, and they get pretty large, and they're a great game fish for catching. But what's fun about coming here is you can feed them, and you'll see all the tourists here hand feeding them, and it's pretty cool. But what you got to watch out for are the thieves. The pelicans will come right up behind you, and they will actually steal your bait from your hand, and they did that to me one year. So let's see if we can get a little action on camera here. So tarpon can get up to a couple 100 pounds, and there's some massive fish to catch. It's one of the prized game fish here in Florida. And you can see my son is here teasing these fish. Let's see if he loses a finger. Actually, they don't have any teeth. He's looking right at me. They kind of gum the bait. Oh, look at that. Nice. So, nurse shark.
Cool. I prefer not the shark.
The shark won't jump off.
Okay.
Cool.
I want to get a bigger one. There he is.
Guys, dang him! Freaking birds!
What's up, dude? I know I saw you steal it. You know you're guilty. You stole one from me a couple years too.
Where is it?
Guys, now you know why Robbie's is famous for the tarpons. Fun place, a little art village, all sorts of knickknacks you can get. We've bought some more stuff for our house, and we've got artwork at home from the years before. We always stop by here each time we come down. It's kind of a tradition. There's food, great bar, and of course the dollars is really cool. You put the dollars up everywhere, you see that. They just remodeled a few weeks ago, she said. We were trying to find a dollar that we put 5 years ago, and we tried to put our dollar very close to where famous YouTubers Kara and Nate had put theirs. So I like watching them. So we put our dollar close to where we saw them do it when they made a trip down here. But cool place, just down here, just south of Islamorada. I think what we're doing now is we're gonna head up and go check the hotel. We don't get in till 4, but we can go use the facility. So we're gonna head up to the Islander right now. So that's where we're staying over here. All right, we have now checked into the Islander Resort. We actually don't get to our room till 4 p.m. But we can use all the facilities here. So we're gonna go get a bite to eat, and the wife and I got our bathing suits on, maybe take a dip in the pool, and maybe go in the ocean. This place is amazing, a lot to show you. Alright, so it's a really hot day down here in July, but we're having a great time. I love going to the Florida Keys even when it's sweltering hot. We tried a little fishing, like I said, didn't work. Robbie's was a lot of fun. How'd you guys like that? You got to check that place out. Did you see that action? That tarpon almost ate my camera. That was really cool. But hey, we got here, check-in is at 4 o'clock, but you know what? They got us in about an hour early, so that's sweet. So we got our room. I want to show you this. Again, the Islander is really nice. The first resort down in Marathon, it's more of a hotel. That was nice. Had nice amenities. It was a nice property. But the Islander, it is, well, just take a look at this room. That will speak for itself. By the way, no key. Nice little, cool little wristband. Might help if I went to the right door. All right, guys, let me show you the room. This place is really sweet. So apparently my wife said this is on TikTok. Everyone who stays here shows this. It is a nice armoire. I mean, I guess it's an armoire, a closet, whatever, but it's pretty cool. It's got this little tropical print behind it. You got your robes, very nice. So let's show you the rest of the room. It's really nice. It's got a nice bungalow feel to it. You got these 2 queen size beds that, well, let's see. Feels pretty good to me. You've got all your place here for your clothes, dresser, big TV. They had a TV on for us when we came in. Then a nice coffee maker. The AC's going. And let me show you the bathroom. So you have your little wash basin right here, right? Sink, really nice. Little fancy mirror. And then here is your restroom with all your nice shower amenities. But really sweet and nice room and very cozy, and we really like it. We like easy breezy, but this place is super sweet, so if you're gonna indulge, this is a really nice place to indulge. And let me show you out back. It's really nice. I know we showed you the back here, but as you walk out, it leads out to everything that the resort has for you. You have these nice little sandy walkways, pretty trees, flowers, and yeah, super nice. Beautiful resort, lots of amenities. We'll go take a look at everything else that the resort has to offer a little bit later, but we have dinner plans at the Lorelei to catch a spectacular Keys sunset. It's world famous for that, so that's where we're gonna head over in just a little bit. That's the man right there. All right, guys, we are on our little shuttle from the Islander Resort. We're heading over to the Lorelei, and we got Birdie driving us. That's Birdie right there.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Yeah, Birdie. Birdie's giving us a safe ride across the street. They suggested that we take the golf cart, and well, it is literally right across the street because that is the world famous Lorelei.
Right.
Music, got a KEYLIME pina colada, the wife's got some wine, kids got some non-alcoholic drinks, and we're having a good time waiting for the sun to go down. Hey y'all, that was a lot of fun. We got to see the sunset at Lorelei. I was here 22 years ago with my wife, and it's great to come back and see it again. It's a beautiful place, good food, had great fish. We're gonna head back to the hotel right over here, the Islander Resort, which is a great resort. Well, we're gonna call it a night.
Well, good morning. Last night was a lot of fun. That sunset, man, spectacular. You definitely have to go to Lorelei if you come down here and visit the Keys. It is just, well, I think the video says it all. Just an absolutely beautiful sunset and great place, and the food was really good. I had fish, my son had fish, absolutely delicious, and the drinks were good, and the waitress was super nice. They're all sleeping, and I didn't get to show you guys some of the amenities here at the resort, and this is our last day. So we're going to go around. I'll show you some of the things that you can do here at the Islander Resort. Really nice. They have a ton of activities. And then we're going to go off and get some breakfast. We're not going to eat here though. There's a place that we like that's here on the island, and we'll go hit that a little bit. But let's go look around and show you this beautiful resort. So they have neat little stuff like this chair that you can kind of sit in and relax and just kind of enjoy the serenity of this beautiful resort. They do have 2 restaurants here. They have a poolside restaurant and then another restaurant. So we had some drinks at the poolside restaurant last night. So if you want to have some drinks or eat there. And then there's another more nicer restaurant. So they have lots of places where you can come hang out and just chill, like my wife and I did yesterday. We came out here and just had some drinks, and we're getting some sun. It's really nice. All these little places, even got, fire pits over there. And although, well, the water's been pretty ugly this summer, not only the Keys but everywhere, because of all the seaweed, the sargassum grass. Not only does it look ugly, it smells horrendous. But that's Mother Nature. And then they do have these little floaty islands out there that you can go out to. But check out the ship. Just out there. Looks like it ran aground. Might have been from a hurricane, who knows. But it looks cool. Adds to the vibe of the Florida Keys. And then they have a fishing pier open, I think, from sun up to sunset, and they'll actually provide fishing poles and bait, and you can go out there and do some fishing. Looks like they got bocce ball, and you got volleyball. They have a basketball court. They have pickleball, part of your resort amenities, or you get a bike or paddleboard or kayaks for an hour. And they even have a miniature golf course. Let's see if I can give the old Happy Gilmore special. In the rough.
Port!
It's not built by. It's a Cinderella story. It's in the hole. So you see, you got all the bikes. You can cruise around. They have bikes for kids. Real family friendly resort. So like I said, you got the kayaks, you get the paddle boards, and today is perfect. It's nice and calm. Yesterday it was really windy and they wouldn't let you go out on the paddle boards. And I was just talking to one of the guys that works here, and they have a service, a company that comes and removes all the smelly seaweed for the resort, for the customers, because it really does smell. But they don't come on the weekends because that's when they have most of their guests. So they'll probably be here tomorrow and start moving that. But look how beautiful the Florida Keys are. I love it here. That's my favorite bird in the world right there. That's an osprey. Check that out. Oh, how beautiful. Hey, doing a little morning dance for us? Or cleaning himself? Such a pretty bird. You didn't think I wasn't going to take a bike out for a cruise, did you? I mean, they're offering, and you know that I'm always on my beach cruiser, so let's go explore a little bit. And there's the sound of the Keys. Chickens and roosters. Pedaling with Palm Beach's Paul in Paradise. A new video series. What a glorious Sunday, y'all. I needed this vacation. Now this place is really cool, and I'm hoping we get to stop by here a little bit later today. I've been drinking some of their beer all weekend. And there's all sorts of funky art. Do you think if I put my ear up to it, I can hear the ocean? So I know I'm on vacation. I probably shouldn't be talking about work, but I'm a realtor, so let's talk a little bit about real estate. So the median home price in Islamorada is $1.7 million, and the average sales price is about $1.2 million. So it is not exactly a affordable, well, I guess that all depends on what's affordable, area to live, and that's with a 4% decrease in home prices over the past year. So, all right, I'm not motorized, so I guess I can go up here. This is pretty cool, though. This is down at the other end of the resort. Check this out. That's a nice little place right there, huh? Private property, nice little house right on the water. So there's all types of homes here and condos, and I'm sure there's properties less than $1.2 million around here, but it is a relatively expensive place, and it always has been, even before it started to get really crowded the past 20 years. My wife and I have been coming here for about 22 years. I haven't came before I met her. I used to go hang down a marathon with some friends. So I've been coming down here quite a bit. And it has changed, but it's still a great place. All this bike riding's sweating out all the beer I had yesterday. And I did have quite a few beers yesterday. I mean, hey, I'm on vacation, right? I deserve it. So let's pedal back to the resort. The kids are sleeping, my wife is sleeping. I love getting up this time when I do vacation because it's quiet and I can get some good video, or I can just enjoy exploring, and which I'm doing today, kind of doing both with y'all. So let's head back to the resort because I know we got to check out at 11, which is in a few hours, and then we're gonna go get some breakfast because I know everyone's got to be hungry by now. I know I am. All right, so here's the place that we're having breakfast. It's called the Midway Cafe, and it's really good. And we're gonna go wait. There's usually a little bit of a line. So this place opened up in 2001, and it's one of our favorite places when we come to the Keys to check out. And I'm gonna get myself an egg croissant sandwich. And yes, Noel, I'm gonna compare it to Marina Cafe, but they also have key lime pie, and I definitely have to get a slice of key lime pie before I head back home. Man, that was a great breakfast over at the Midway Cafe. Definitely got to check that place out. I didn't get the key lime pie though. We're gonna hold off. We'll get that a little bit later. Besides, I couldn't eat after that big bacon egg croissant. But one thing about Islamorada, and I know we didn't talk much about history in this video yet, so we'll give you a little history, is it's known as the fishing capital, the sports fishing capital of the world. And we're over here at the docks over by Worldwide Sportsman, which is the big shop up here behind us. Also Bass Pro. And well, as you saw those tarpon, there's lots of big game fishing out here.
So there's all types of fishing that people do here in the Florida Keys. You have inshore fishing, and you go back here in the backcountry for snook, redfish, and even some bonefish, right? And tarpon. And then you have the offshore fishing for dolphin, sailfish, marlin, just all the big game fish that you can go after. And the Worldwide Sportsman's like one of the coolest places to get a lot of tackle, but there's all sorts of places around here. But Worldwide Sportsman is known for being a great tackle shop. You can get anything and everything for fishing in there. And then you can see these boats out here, which are probably, some of these are charters. Actually, you see the names right here. Fishy Business, Captain Zach Jones. So these guys are all the pros that will take you out and put you on the fish. So I know I keep calling it Islamorada, but the name is Islamorada, and it means purple island, and that's what the Spanish called this area. And it's got a lot of history here, like any place. A lot of the history here was known for wrecking, because a lot of ships would wreck, and they had the wreckers that would go there and you get all the goods from ships that ran ashore, because of how there's so many shallow areas in the Florida Keys, right? And you have the large reef system out there. So that's why there are a lot of lighthouses. But also Henry Flagler, when he was bringing his East Coast Railroad down here to build that and connect it all the way to Key West. And he was building that down here until the Labor Day hurricane of 1935. That was a Category 5, came in and just absolutely destroyed Islamorada. It was a direct hit. It killed hundreds of people and completely wrecked the Florida East Coast Railroad track. And so when you go over the bridges, over the 7 Mile Bridge, and when you're heading back over there where the track used to be, well, later on, as they never rebuilt it, that's when they decided to build the Overseas Highway. And once that was built, it allowed people to connect to all the other keys and helped with tourism and a lot of people coming here to the Florida Keys. But so there's a lot of history with fishing and the wrecking and all that, and it's a cool city. Now, this is one of our favorite islands to visit here in the Keys. You've got Key Largo, you got Marathon, you got Key West, places like that. But this one's not too far of a drive, and we really like Islamorada's, just everything that it has here. But let's go show you this place inside. It's a really cool store, whether you like fishing or not. It's still cool to check out. It's pretty cool too. Here they have a replica of Hemingway's boat, the Pilar. This is actually a sister boat to the original one. So obviously Hemingway having a strong connection to Key West, because that's where he lived for many years. They have this boat. He was an avid sports fisherman, as many people know anything about him. And so this boat was one of 2 that were built. And this one is the sister boat. I'm not sure where the original boat was that he had. There's your fly bridge. But this is pretty cool back in the day. Pulling one of those big boys. Cool elevator ride up to the 2nd floor, and just look how neat this place is. So if you're looking to do a little shopping or getting your fishing gear on and going out here and catching the big one, this place has anything and everything you could ever need, including some really cool artwork. So all right, so that's Worldwide Sportsman's and a little history about Islamorada. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna continue our way back up, heading north. All right, I told you I would be stopping by Islamorada Beer Company, which I did. It's a cool place. You can see it's really crowded in there on Sunday, packed. And they got that outside beer garden, which is a lot of fun. And they also have a distillery on the other side, so you can get different kind of cocktails there. But cool place, and well, of course, I wanted to get something local because this one's made for Florida Atlantic University, Go Owls. So I got myself the Paradise Lager. I mean, hey, this is Palm Beach's Paul, and we're in Paradise, right? So you are what you drink. That's pretty wild. That's an actual boat that people used from Cuba to the United States on January 3rd, 2003. 6 brave souls landed on the beach in Islamorada after navigating more than 140 miles in this homemade boat from communist Cuba. Now I know your first thought when you see this 30-foot by 40-foot giant lobster that you might be thinking Godzilla is going to pop out of the bushes somewhere. But no, you're just at the Rain Barrel, a world-famous little shopping place here in Islamorada, and this is an icon. Everyone stops in here to get their picture taken in front of the giant lobster. So the lobster's name is Betsy, and they started to build her in 1980, the sculpture, and she is a biologically correct Florida spiny lobster. I still think she'd look cool in a Godzilla movie. So it's just a cool little art village with all sorts of stuff that you can get. I actually got a really cool hat from my mother-in-law from this place one year. My wife did too, and you got signs and just all sorts of stuff that you can decorate your house with. Pretty cool. There's other things like clothing and jewelry, and then of course art studios where you get really nice pieces of art. And it's just a neat place to come visit. And well, like I said, it's one of those spots that everyone stops by at least once when they're here in the Florida Keys. Tipsy Octopus. What a cool name. I would say that Betsy's probably the best roadside sign to grab people's attention that I've ever seen. I mean, who's going to miss a 30-foot tall, 40-foot long lobster? Like I said, everybody stops for a photo in front of Betsy. So if you want to decorate your house with some really cool stuff, and then stop off here at the Rain Barrel, all sorts of neat gifts here, and take your picture in front of Betsy like everyone else, including me. We've got our picture. All right, folks, it has been an absolutely fun weekend here in Islamorada. Now, we're actually in Key Largo right now because I had to stop at this KEYLIME restaurant. So this is Miss Max. This has been around since about 1976, I believe, when a gentleman started the restaurant and named it for his mom. So it's called Miss Max, and they have all sorts of good food, and it's a really cool place, but they're known for their key lime pie. And each time we come down to the Keys, we stop here and get a piece, and we're not breaking that tradition today. So I'm gonna go in here and grab myself a piece and one for my son's girlfriend. They're a little ways back, I'll take it back, but let's go get ourselves some famous Florida key lime pie. Okay, now, with key lime pie, there's 2 ways. You can get the way I like it, which is key lime with whipped cream, and then some people like to have the whipped cream, I guess, baked, and they call that meringue, whatever. I don't like that at all. I'm this way. So here we go. Keys, going down to Islamorada or anywhere in the Keys, you gotta get some key lime pie. And Miss Max has some of the best. That's a nice, look at that. And it's perfect on this really hot summer day. Oh man. It's really cold and really good. It's almost like having ice cream. Key lime. You can probably let it warm up a little bit if you need to, but it's hot and I'm hungry. So guys, from the Florida Keys, I'm Palmages Paul, enjoying key lime pie. You guys need to come down here and check this place out for yourself. You won't be disappointed. And with that, wherever you are in the world, get out, enjoy paradise. We'll talk to you next time.